guys. Welcome to our season finale. This is the 13th episode of the Cloud Talk podcast. My name's Joe. This is Brian. This is Pedro over here.
What's good?
Yeah, yes, sir.
OG's in the room.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes,
This is the original crew. And we decided to bring the original crew back, for our special season finale. We're presenting the Cloud Talk Awards. The Cloud Talk Awards is a series of categories, It's going to be similar to like the Grammys or the BET Awards, highlighting the most prolific moments, songs, albums, and hip-hop in all of 2019. Nothing that was released prior to 2019 will qualify. So we're going to do some quick hits for the week before we get started with the award show, but thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow our parent media company, the Clout Cloud. The Clout Cloud's keeping you up to date on everything viral every day. So without further ado, let's get into these quick hits. R.I.P. to Juice WRLD.
Yeah, man, it's been a hard week.
Yeah,
Shit's been on my mind recently. I just one question I have: if he did get caught up by the police and he didn't take all those Percocets, how much time do you think he'd be serving for the?
I heard he would be spending a really long time. I don't know. He probably could make his lawyers make arguments of the pack wasn't his because I don't know if the viewers know he was had 70 pounds on the plane.
That's
and,
a whole 5-year-old.
Yeah, and there's a lot of controversies. People are how would the pilot ever see the guns? Because usually they keep guns tucked away. He's guessing that he probably got on the plane someone was cleaning it or something, probably had it out, and he was really he just wasn't fucking with that, and he told, but
they were registered though. It was a security.
They were all registered though.
2 of them were registered. 1 of them was not.
I don't even.
But
think...
the one that was not, I don't think the one that was not was out.
So you probably agree with me, the captain or the pilot, he probably didn't know anything about the registrations. He probably they're illegal. He was probably oh, they're big guns, they're illegal.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's how his mindset was, and that shit's crazy because if he would have literally just been
And honestly, if they're not if it's not told to him, he might just have to report it no matter what, and they probably just didn't tell him. It's probably some we know how much it is to fly now ever since 9/11.
Yeah.
It's just progressively gotten more and more sticky with security and stuff. So it would make sense that if they don't tell him about a registered weapon, that he's
But it's a private jet though, so that's a little different, don't you think?
No, I think they still need to know about guns.
They definitely do need to know about guns. Yeah, they should.
Yeah. They probably should. I'm not really trying to place any blame on anyone, but I feel like the situation definitely could have been avoided.
Definitely could have been avoided.
It's really tragic.
That's the saddest part of it all. That it literally could have been avoided so easily, bro.
Do you think he was supplying the south side of Chicago with that much weed?
Dude, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't think that was personal though.
I don't think it was.
No way.
There was no way it was personal. That was getting trapped.
But I don't think that it was
getting sold.
But I don't think that he was doing it. I think he might have had boys on the plane that were making flips, or maybe some boys paid him some bread to flip for him. But, dude, an artist that big, that wasn't trapping early on, I don't think is gonna be getting into trapping now. That's just for example
But maybe he was.
He was, and there's. He was, but it's I just really don't see it. I really feel think about it. If you were if anyone was a really big dealer and they were boys with Juice WRLD, you're definitely gonna use his private jet to move your shit. It's just common sense. Literally, why would you not? And
if he's willing.
Yeah, and that could have been a reality. I don't think he's making big movements like that with 70 P's all in different bags and everything. That's just not something I think was happening. But that's just. It's up for discussion. It's interesting, yeah.
It's all speculation at this point, but at the end of the day, what's really important is that we just appreciate him for his art. He was just a really talented
it's sad
musician.
For his family,
It's so
too.
sad. I'm so sad for his family, his mom, they were really tight.
His girlfriend, too.
And his girlfriend, Allie, yeah.
I think the craziest part about it was, realizing that he had the choice. He was all right, I'm either going to jail or I might OD right now, and
he probably didn't even think about that shit. He probably I popped them shits 4 times a day. He's fuck. I wonder how many he put on his mouth.
A lot though.
I heard it,
probably 15, maybe longer.
Apparently, one of the witnesses said that it was 20.
20.
I mean, they probably didn't know. It probably just he probably popped the whole fucking bottle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the witness probably wasn't 1, 2, 3.
I know.
Imagine
realistically, we can assume that he just opened that shit and threw it back.
That it was a lot. Yeah.
Imagine over 500 milligrams of Percocet in your body, and then as soon as you get checked by the police, you start having a seizure. That's just crazy.
It literally hits you that fast. You die that fast,
dude. I mean, if it's that many,
it's that
much.
I
guess.
And at the same time, the police are coming to check you out. You're freaking out. You're just tweaking, and then
anxiety's out of the heart's beating so fast,
and that's how you have the cardiac arrest. But yeah, it's a crazy story. Very talented artist though. after I did my research on like before he was famous and stuff, like
Oh,
Mans
yeah,
can
yeah.
freestyle crazy. Like
Even
I
when he
didn't
was younger
realize
too.
that,
Yeah.
It's insane.
how do y'all feel about Young Dolph coming out saying that it was his cousin? Is that cap or what?
No, I think it's real.
It's real?
I feel like you know, they're both living their separate lives. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he said that he always wanted to link with him. Like, this is my blood. Like, it was probably like a second cousin or
I
something.
think it's
like,
real. I think
I totally think it's real. It's very plausible. Like, I mean, it's very unlikely, but like, why would he lie? I
Think
feel
about
like Young
someone
Dolph
that's been
doesn't have a reason to lie.
Think about
that.
someone that's been in the game as long as Young Dolph, like as much respect as Young Dolph. He's probably not gonna come out there and be like, yeah, I was related to this like young artist that just passed, like sad. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that's just not like a reality I'm seeing. Out of
And
it.
Young Dolph doesn't do fake promo like that, like the Clout promo. He's never done anything
Yeah,
like that in his life.
He's real.
Yeah, he's raw as fuck. He's real for sure.
I don't
He's
think
raw.
it's very real of
He's
him not to.
I didn't even mean to do that. That's
Shout
funny.
out Raw.
Yeah, shout out Raw. Hey, give me a check, Raw.
I don't think it was very real of him not to like reach out to him before he passed though. That's kind of
Well,
is
I
kinda-
think.
yeah.
Well, I think they did talk though. He said that they talked, right?
Oh, if they talk, then yeah.
Maybe he
that's-
was like saying he did. I think he said he was like, I never got to really get as close to you as I wanted.
Yeah,
to.
I think he said that they did talk though.
All right. If they talk, then yeah, that's good. I thought they didn't talk. I thought like he just didn't. He was saying he put that post up because he never reached out to him to talk. That's what I got from it.
You know, you could be right. I got the impression that he didn't like connect enough, but that they were like
That's the impression I
slightly
got.
like connected.
All right.
Like they
then.
ran. Like, think about it, bro. Dolph and Juice WRLD, they have to have been at the same event at some point.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right.
and like if he knew, he probably would have said something.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Again, it's all speculation.
But you also
you
understand,
know?
like, when Juice WRLD's at an event, he's not really expecting his cousin to come up to him and, like, have, like, conversational time, like, about fam.
Yeah, he's good.
So it's, like, they're in
He's
different...
getting paid.
He's like, I'm off the perk, bruh,
But
and
it's-
it's my third show of the month, I'm lit.
Yeah, but his cousin is Young Dolph though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And my point of this is,
Like,
like...
it's not just a cousin.
My point of this is, like, when they're talking and they probably did conversate, it probably wasn't at, like, a concert. It's probably, like, a more, like, normal setting. That's, like, what I'm trying to say.
I'm just saying like they could have had like a studio session or something. Like if they're a family,
Studio, exactly.
Like why have they never had that?
I don't know.
They
They
were
why
probably
they never
both- they were
collab?
probably-
They never collabed.
They were
either?
probably just thinking that they could do it later.
That's
Like
sad.
that they could just do it later, you know, like just putting it off. How many things do y'all put off, like for days at a time?
That's
I do.
facts.
I have actively tried to not do that as much, but I used to do it a lot. But like I can do it tomorrow. Like,
What would
but
you-
you never know when something's gonna.
What would you put off recording let's say recording a song with the #1 most streamed SoundCloud artist that happens to be your fucking cousin?
They're busy, man.
It's a
busy.
label.
These are
It's
the
a
#1
label
most popular
too.
artists in the whole world basically at the point, and like you could like say like
Young Dolph is
It's just like-
independent, and then Juice WRLD is signed to a major label. So I guess he
think about
he
this.
might
It's
have
like
been busy.
if your cousin. If you're making cousin and you're big, if you're making like music and you're really big, right? But your cousin is Lil Uzi Vert, you're not like I'll make an AP with him in the future. You're like, bro, that man is popping right fucking now.
But they're both lit. They're both
Yeah.
lit. They both have their fan bases, and like Juice WRLD's been doing so many.
Yeah, they
tours,
have-
like
you're right,
Bro,
they have completely different
Is he
fan
signed to Epic, or is it Columbia?
I thought it was Columbia.
I
Is
thought
it
it was
Col-
Interscope.
Is it Interscope?
Yeah, I thought it was Interscope.
Fuck.
But anyway, bro, like whatever his record fucking label is, they're moving him, man. He's been doing tours. He's been dropping hella music. Like they're moving him. Like he probably didn't have the time. But I think that should probably wrap up the
Yeah.
topic. We could probably talk about this all day if we wanted.
Bro,
but
Uzi dropped Foot Soul Shuffle last night,
Yep.
2020. That was just like insane.
what's your take?
It's amazing.
Fire.
She got with my cone. I told that girl she got to do better.
Yeah, that shit rocks.
That's a big
But-
mood.
That shit is fire as fuck.
I
Like,
love it's just like different and like I love the confidence in putting 2020 in the name and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck all
That's it.
y'all.
That's
This shit's
how
gotta
we
be the
know.
shuffle of the
That's
year.
how we know.
Yeah, it was
And I
crazy.
love the eternal take tag that's at the beginning of the song. And I love the outro with Nardwar at the end with the doo
So
doo
who-
doo doo.
So yeah, that was
That
geek.
shit is
So
awesome,
who
bro. I
was-
love that
So
shit.
who was the producer? Did anyone ever find out?
Wasn't it Brandon Finessin?
Brandon Finesse.
It was
Yeah.
Brandon Finessin?
Yeah.
It was Brandon Finessin and wasn't there someone else on Wadness as well?
No.
On Wadness, on Wad. Working
Someone
on
was
Nine.
like, someone was telling me they were like, I really feel like Nick Mira might have produced that song, and that would have been so crazy.
I didn't. I
'Cause
don't.
that's like some Nick Mira type of beat. You know,
I
something
think it was
cool?
only working on Dying. I don't think Nick Mira had a hand in it.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying he did. I'm saying someone
no.
was telling me like that would be really cool, and like it like before like the producers were announced, like you could have even made the argument because like the beats are really familiar to like shit he's done before, and like he always tries to do some like new thing too.
Yeah.
So
And he doesn't always put his tag either.
yeah,
It was
He's
it was all Brandon Finesse.
yeah, He killed that
Brandon
shit
Finesse
though.
is fire.
That was great production on that song.
It's
Yeah.
really good. I'm telling you, Working on Dying, they're gonna be popping soon after Eternal Take. Watch, it's gonna be the album to blow them. But yeah. So do y'all want to go ahead and get started with the
Yeah,
with
we
the
can start
awards?
with the awards.
All right. So I'm going to check my phone to just have a refresher on the topics. Let's go ahead and start with the most impactful / biggest moment in 2019.
Okay.
Basically, this is just something that was like super viral, impacted a lot of people. A lot of people felt a certain type of way. Can be controversial, cannot be. But I'll go ahead and list out the moments for you guys. 21 Savage detained by ICE. Nipsey Hussle passes away. Juice WRLD's recent tragedy. ASAP Rocky is imprisoned in Sweden. And the 6ix9ine trial.
That's a good ass question.
I know.
That's honestly a really good question. Honestly, that's like from so many different angles. Something big. Like,
there's a lot of ways we could talk about that.
it's like you could make the argument that it's the Juice WRLD thing, but it's like at the same time, like you could really just make the argument that it's the 21 Savage thing. Like that was so big when that happened, and like that like just like sparked a whole like controversy on like ICE in general and like everything they've been doing, and like but then like Nipsey Hussle died, and like that was just like so big too. Like I'm gonna go and say it was I'm gonna come out here and say it was Nipsey's death though, because that was just like that was such a big deal for the community of like of his community. Like that was just such a big deal for like everything he's been working for so long, and like just like everything that he's done.
I think inside of hip hop, which is mainly what we're focusing on, I think Nipsey Hussle his death impacted the most people, like in the industry and fans. It changed the way people looked at things even a little bit. Like it changed the landscape of the entire year. Like it
But putting no
it
doubt,
was extremely tragic.
But putting no like not love to Juice WRLD though, he probably honestly like he probably had a bigger mourning
on the younger generation.
But which is like more influential on like social media and like an overall message. I feel like just like the world is working.
But of course
right now.
that's also going on right now, so we don't even know yet.
Yeah, but I still think it's Nipsey Hussle. I'm just saying like giving like no disrespect like. The hip hop community got really affected. Yeah. No, like the hip hop community like got really affected by Juice WRLD, and it's no like competition. I just think Nipsey like it was like a lot. Like it was a really big, and like he just didn't he never really got like a lot of like love throughout his career that he should have for how much he was doing too. And like I still think it's like the fact that he passed like in his store is like another thing is like such a big deal to that.
The dude that shot Nipsey Hussle, his family like has four family members dead.
Yeah, I know his dad died like the other day.
That just happened like 2 days ago, right?
All of them.
That just shows you. Four of them are dead. Like literally, like that just shows you how impactful that is.
Oh,
but then again,
that's on the street. Like
that's like let's say, overall hip hop, like you said, Nipsey Hussle's death is definitely that's like gonna win. But for our generation, definitely Juice WRLD's death is a big thing that happened. A lot of people like when he passed. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, his music helped me out through a lot of stuff, got me through a lot of things." I talked to a lot of people. They're like, "Yeah, bro, I was dead ass crying when that happened." So he definitely had like a touch on the young generation's heart. But if we're talking about like other than that, like if we're talking about like big event clout wise, I'm gonna say 6ix9ine's. When he got.
I just don't think you can compare that to the other events.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it's like even close.
Like
I feel like
that is like a big moment and like shows like how much like someone can just like do so much crazy ass shit and still get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I mean? Like how he did all that crazy shit and like he's just chilling right now. He's probably gonna be fucking free.
Yeah.
And like, but it's just like, it's not a competition, honestly.
You know, I think 21 outside of hip hop, 21 Savages is the most impactful.
Personally, I feel that too. Because like, but as I said, it just made such a big deal for ICE in general.
Yeah. Like, it really brought a lot of things to light. Like, there was a whole thing about all of that stuff, and I'm not going to act like I'm the most informed on it, so I'm not going to speak on it.
I think it's still so crazy that he's from England.
Things to light. Yeah, that shit is wild.
I remember when that shit came out, I was like, what are they talking about?
UK, man.
I was like, he's literally from Atlanta. I was like, that's in all of his songs. Everyone knows that shit. And I was like, what? And I was like, Young Nudi's from Atlanta too. I mean, from England too, but he's not.
Yeah.
What if Young Nudi's from England too?
That'd be wild as fuck.
I
know you're a big Young
They grew up
Nudie
in
fan.
the Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. Alright, chill. Prince 21st, the Savage.
Alright, yeah. So I'm gonna pick Nipsey for that one. You're gonna pick 6ix9ine?
Nah, I'm picking Nipsey. Yeah, I'm just saying entertainment news 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, entertainment
news.
Yeah.
Nipsey.
This is a really big year for music. Last year too.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge years.
So we're gonna go ahead and cycle into our next one. we're gonna continue to celebrate Nipsey Hussle's life. You know, he left a great legacy. So shout out to him. Shout out to Juice WRLD too. It definitely helped a lot of people through a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and cycle into the conscious/lyrical album of the year. Basically, going more for bars here than sonically. Who told a story? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be Revenge of the Dreamers 3 by Dreamville, The Lost Boy by YBN Cordae, Brandon Banks by Maxo Cream, and then we got Bandana by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, and Is He Real by IDK.
A lot of those albums had really good lyrics. That's a good one too. Like especially like YBN Cordae's album. Like that was like, I mean, like I've heard and I've listened to it, but like I've heard from people that have like listened to it, like a lot more than me, that like his lyrics were like amazing in that album, and like that's what really like is setting him apart right now is his lyrics. But like personally for me, the Dreamville album, like every song is better than the one before, and every verse is better than the verse before. Like it's just insane. Like
it's a crazy project.
It's crazy project. Like
Dreamville has a lot of substance. It's got a lot of features that you would not expect. Young Nudie, the Baby.
It was
like,
really cool.
They all did.
It was really cool.
They all did their own thing. Like I think that's.
JID's a part of Dreamville.
oh yeah.
Even the documentary.
But he has
about
great
it,
appearances. Sorry.
You're good. The documentary about it was just crazy. I'm going with Dreamville for that one.
That's fair.
No questions asked.
And you're going with Dreamville too?
Yeah, I wish I knew. I wish I could like. I wish I listened to the other ones as much so I could like know how their lyrics were, but I feel like I remember you were telling me like IDK, like his album was like produced by Kanye, right? And it was like Kanye flew him out. Like obviously, a lot of potential in that artist.
Oh, IDK is sick. I mean, he's really popping up like all over like Instagram and stuff, and like he has this one song. It's actually on the 2K soundtrack. Like he's been blowing up a lot. He's been doing a great deal. He's extremely talented. And his album's on a lot of like woke shit. Like, is he real? It's like talking about like, is God real? Like that's literally the premise of the whole album. So I mean, that's definitely super provocative and
That actually probably, I think that has like a big reason to why Kanye produced it.
Probably
help him on his own album too.
Yeah, definitely. Brandon Banks by Maxo Cream. Those who aren't familiar with Maxo Cream is like very street, like very like hardcore, you know. Yeah. And basically, it's called Brandon Banks because that's his name. And it's basically a story about him.
It's just like very lyrical, probably.
It's not even like, I mean, it is like really lyrical, but it's more like conscious, and it's like his delivery of how like he goes into everything that makes it truly special. I personally think it's one of my favorite albums of the year, and it's got it's only got one like single on it though, which is Replay featuring Travis Scott. But everything else is like.
Oh, I thought you meant like
really like tells like a
I thought you meant like single as in like they're all have features on them.
No, a single.
Yeah, I know. I was confused.
Okay.
Yeah, just so make sure everyone gets that.
Yeah. A single is, like, I'm gonna just explain it for the viewers. A single is like something that is either dropped before the project or is dropped with the project, but is marketed as a solo song. Like it might get a music video, stuff like that. Like it's like usually catchier.
It's
like,
dropped singly
for the radio. Yeah. It's not like an album cut, where it's just more like usually about the artist or like a nice like flow, or like it's like something that you'll hear like at a party, or like some like not necessarily a party, but you know what I'm going for.
It's like it's dropped like by itself, and it has like it doesn't need to have like another song with it. Like it's just great by itself.
Yeah,
like, exactly. I know what you mean.
Okay, yeah. And what was the other one? Oh, The Lost Boy. I mean, The Lost Boy was nominated for a Grammy. It's phenomenal. Like very very lyrical. Has one of the best songs of the year with Chance the Rapper on it. Bad Idea. Shit goes crazy. I think there's a Meek Mill feature on that joint too. This shit hard.
The Meek Mill feature is really good.
Yeah,
that's like one of my favorite songs this year.
True.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and cycle into our next album of the year, which is the Trap album of the year. Which everyone here, I think we're all partial to trap music a little bit more than conscious lyrical rap, and I'm a big fan of both. But trap, it's fun. It's fun. It's more live. So speaking of fun, So Much Fun by Young Thug is nominated. Father of Four by Offset. Dripper Drown 2 by Gunna. We got Baby on Baby by DaBaby. And we got... Oh, I forgot. The Wizard by Future. That's right. The Wizard by Future. That dropped in January. That shit's almost been out for a year now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Much Fun for me. Not even close, actually. I think So Much Fun just goes crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
I was gonna say So Much Fun, Young Thug. We've been waiting for Young Thug album since Bricks, man.
Yeah.
Last Young Thug album we got was literally Easy Breezy. And this was, well, not counting what do you call it, Slimes.
Slime Language.
Yeah, I don't really count that. That's
And
like
he dropped that
overall.
like slight EP in 2018.
It was like
Yeah.
a whole YSL
which has
thing.
great songs on it though.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But it's a whole YSL thing.
Oh no, I was talking about the EP.
Mm-hmm.
The EP. Because Slime Language was like a collaborative album, but there's also another EP, and I'm On the Run. On the Run, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's got Sin with Jaden Smith and High with Elton John. Like, that shit is fire. You know, Elton John said that Young Thug is like one of the most creative people in the music industry right now. Like one of the coolest people in the music industry right now.
Which
believe
is?
Elton John said. I mean, he is, but Elton John said that.
Elton John's like one of the best musicians ever.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's like really.
Okay, well I'm just gonna have to
cool.
come out and say that it's not that album for me. And like So Much Fun is a great album, but it's like
You're
it's
cat.
not. First of all, it's not like all like a trap album. Like that's not really like the vibe. I think it's like I don't really like see it like that. Second of all, like I just think it's Gunna's album. Like I just think that shit is hard as
You
fuck.
think Gunna's album was better than Young Thug's album?
I mean, I think they're different types of good, and like me figuring out which one is better would take a while. But like when it comes to like which is a better trap album and like overall, I think it's Gunna's album. And like there's a lot of people that think that that is the best album of the year,
It had a very cohesive sound.
and it was
Yeah.
fucking amazing. That shit was insane. He just went off that whole album, literally.
Gun- It's one of my favorite albums of the year.
How do you think
like,
about
trap wise?
Do you think that So Much Fun is a perfect album, as in like every song is good? Because I definitely don't.
What
No.
song is bad on there?
I'm not gonna like take out my phone and like look at what songs are bad, but like I don't think that there's necessarily like any song that isn't like great, because Young Thug, like he always like just somehow like it might not be the best song, but like he produces good music.
Yeah.
And like there's songs in there that like I don't want to listen to because I don't like fuck with them heavily. You know what I mean? Like you listen to music and like you can listen to it, but then there's like this shit like Astroworld. Every song is like amazing. Like not every song is like decent. Like every song is amazing. And like I'm saying like So Much Fun, like not every song was like great.
I agree.
Like I feel like there were like really amazing songs in there, like Mannequin Challenge and like
Hot.
yeah, Hot and like Baby Baby Baby. Like that one is really good too.
Baby, baby,
I don't wanna
What is that? Baby, baby, baby?
Yeah, it's baby, baby, baby.
That's
What
what it's
is
called,
that?
right?
Huh? You're talking about the joint with
Yeah,
the,
it's called
the Lil
that, right?
Baby feature.
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
just wanna make sure I wasn't like
Bad,
literally
bad,
making
bad?
up a
It's
song.
bad, bad, bad.
Cut it.
Got him.
Cut
Got him,
it.
got him.
You just
Got
didn't
him.
even bring that shit up. You're like, you can suffer yourself.
I was waiting for
Got
you.
him,
I was
got
like,
him.
You were not waiting for
I was,
anything.
no, what you mean I wasn't
Don't
waiting?
talk to me
I said
anymore.
another joke with the Lil Baby.
Okay, no, but I wanted to say like I think like I do really feel like Gunna's like album was like the best trap.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like his album is more trap than So Much Fun too.
True.
I mean, So Much Fun was more like party songs.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I
like
don't,
Gunna's was more like trap music. But like, what would you define Young Thug's as if it's not trap? Because it's definitely trap, bro.
I mean, I could just say it's like
Like it's not like
I know what you're trying to say, but it's not like trap like it's not
but
trap like
trap.
Future though. It's not like trap like Future.
I don't know. There's a song with Future on
No,
it.
there
It
are-
sounded pretty trap.
I think like Young Thug is like an overall like hip hop artist and can make like a bunch of different types of hip hop genres.
He is
And I think,
extremely
like,
versatile.
yeah, like-
but he came
like
out
he
of
can
trap
do
music,
trap
though.
and he can do like singing. He can do everything. And like I feel like Gunna is more of the trap.
Okay.
That's just my way of
Well,
seeing it.
that's
Yeah.
that's a fair take, but I mean,
I mean, would you put Gunna's album as number 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Easily.
I
probably.
put So Much Fun as
Probably.
probably
You
number
know,
2.
you know, maybe Offset's Father of Four though.
You're making Young Thug sound like Beethoven or some shit.
More like Zaytoven. She.
Nah, I put Gunna as a second. Offset, it was tough. The album was tough, but there were some songs on there that I didn't like. Like the one with CeeLo Green, I didn't like that one.
I like the fact that it told a story and like it was about as a kid. Like that. That's like a like.
I feel like the first song was the only song that told the story, and then it just got.
He's like, okay.
some of the
He's
other
like, now we're
ones,
gonna bring
like
back the same
Red
beats I've been
Room.
using since
Yeah.
2010.
Red Room. You're telling me Red Room didn't.
No,
tell a story?
yeah, Red Room too. Yeah, those two. But like,
yeah, bro.
what he tried to say when he was promoting the album, like when it was about to come out, he said it's gonna be a whole story. Like every song is a story. The first song was a story, and the second song was literally like what, like just talking about
The
what kind of
normal
car-
shit.
Yeah, it's normal shit.
You know, so I think each one told a little story though. Like I mean, like just like he always has told stories in his music and he didn't realize that or something. I don't
Okay,
know.
well then he's crazy
Yeah.
because he is not.
I mean, I think some of it might have touched on personal experiences more than we know, but obviously I don't know. So I haven't talked to Offset about that recently. So
No.
I'm going So Much Fun.
That is speculation. Yeah, I think so.
Put the vote in for notes.
You're
Yeah,
good, next-
So Much Fun goes ahead and wins the award from us as a collective because Brian's been outvoted, but Gunna was close second for Pedro, and in the top 3 for me. So.
Do you want to go to the next nomination?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, this is a good one.
And that is going to be... All right, so before we start, I'm going to shout out Abe Boogie real quick. Abe Boogie was not nominated for this because I personally did not consider him a rookie. So I made a very strong advocation that he's not nominated.
Yeah,
even though Hoodie Season really blew up. It was one of the like most streamed albums this year, like across all platforms. Like, the shit was fucking ridiculous. And shout out to A Boogie for a fucking amazing 2019, even though his album dropped in 2018. But I don't consider him a rookie personally.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like people probably listen to like, what do you mean, like DaBaby dropped all these tapes before? Like, I don't really feel like DaBaby was like he was
wasn't
not
as relevant
relevant
as
until
A
this
Boogie.
year. Like, I feel like that's really not like an argument. Like,
But A Boogie was, though.
yeah, he was like relevant last year. Like, a lot of people did still know who he was. Like, even like I knew who he was like before like the album came out. Like,
Yeah.
just like y'all did. But like nobody knew about DaBaby like before like last February. Like, people just really, and like obviously there are people and like there are like underground fans.
Oh,
Like, I'm not
of
saying they
course,
don't
yeah,
exist, but like
yeah.
from an overall standpoint, like DaBaby, this was his rookie year, and like I feel like, I mean, like he had 3 standout albums. I think, yeah.
3?
Oh wait, no, the other one was
2018.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the one with Walker Texas Ranger, the one that originally had
Yeah.
Walker Texas
Then
Ranger
that's
before he put it on the second one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But speaking of DaBaby, I think he's the clear front runner for this.
Did you name all the
Even though I
nominations?
haven't even named.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. Yeah, it's Lil TJ, YBN Cordae, DaBaby, Roddy Ricch, and Megan Thee Stallion. And honestly, I think there's an argument for Megan Thee Stallion not even being a rookie either.
my.
But
Bro, you literally
This
cannot
guy.
do this right now. You are not doing this right
This
now.
guy.
Who do you
There's
want to
no
put in?
argument.
Blueface?
There's no argument. No, bro, not Blueface, dude.
No, I'm saying
Shut
to be
up.
nominated though. Why are you cooking me for Megan
No,
Thee
I thought you were
Stallion
saying
being
there's an
on-
argument
Nah,
that
I'm
she
just
should
saying.
win.
No. I'm saying there's an argument that
There's-
Megan Thee Stallion isn't a rookie.
There's
That's
nothing
what I
wrong
was
saying.
with
Oh.
that. Megan Thee Stallion could be a rookie. I'm just saying, like,
I think she's a
you
rookie.
just try to hide your burning passion for Megan Thee Stallion. You love her. Like, that's her
Well, you're gonna be
favorite
like, yeah, there's
artist.
definitely an argument that she was rookie of the year. I'm like, bruh, she had like 2 big songs and like a decent album. This man, DaBaby, released fire all fucking year.
No,
Yeah.
I was
Like,
saying
literally,
that
like-
there's an argument that she's not a rookie. Like, she's been around for longer.
I mean, the same argument with DaBaby. We're gonna
It's like
consider her a
semantics
rookie.
at
Yeah,
this point.
we're gonna consider her a
I
rookie.
mean, I think the baby's gonna take it for all 3 of
It's a
us.
pretty-
'cause-
it's a pretty-
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
clear.
But these other
But-
artists should be given credit because they had a great years. Like
Roddy
Lil
Ricch's
TJ,
album-
Roddy Ricch, they all had great years.
Lil TJ's last project, True to Myself, the shit is really good. My favorite 3 tracks on it are Leaked, the one with Lil Wayne, the remix, Mixed Emotions, and Ruthless with Jay Critch. The shit is fucking
Not FN?
fire. FN's really good too.
Everyone's on the FN grind.
I kind of had already. I guess I'd already played it out kind of a little bit.
Yeah, you
So-
could definitely play that song out.
Yeah, and Roddy Ricch's new album was phenomenal. Please excuse me for being antisocial.
If y'all haven't listened to that, y'all should definitely go listen to that shit.
Then that shit just
melodic.
dropped,
No, that
so-
shit's melodic as fuck.
It's very good.
Mhm.
But yeah, shout out to DaBaby. You know, he dropped Baby on Baby. He dropped Kirk. Like,
If
Yeah,
Roddy
it's
Ricch would have had,
best features this year too, arguably.
if Roddy Ricch would have dropped like an album a little earlier, like if he would have dropped this album a little earlier and maybe it was like a little bit better, then he probably could have been nominated for best lyrical album.
Maybe
Yeah.
best lyrical.
Well, like his lyrics are like insane. Like that's literally what makes like Roddy Ricch like amazing.
Pedro, what's your take on that?
I mean, I still don't know if it's better than like Dreamville, but like he's like you know, like Roddy Ricch is great because of his lyrics. Like that's like a big reason, and like especially like from being like
I actually kind of disagree. I think the reason that I'm not saying Roddy Ricch's lyrics are trash because they are good, but I think it's more like it's like his sound though.
Yeah, it's just.
I agree with the sound, but it's like to me it's like
Melody, yeah.
he is melodies
I
the
don't.
word.
I don't know. I don't know about lyrics though.
Lyrics.
They're not like
I think it's the
anything
lyrics in the
super crazy though. Like
To me, it's like
bro, you gotta listen to Brandon Banks, bruh. Or
I'm just saying like no, I'm not saying he's like one of the best lyricists. All I'm saying is this like from where he's from, like an area, it's like really hard shit, and like he comes out here with like nice, good sounding music with like good lyrics. Like that's what I'm saying, and like he has really like he has deep lyrics in his songs, and like he definitely showed that with his last album. But like I should have definitely said the word melody. Like his melody is like he's a very melodic artist, and like
Yeah.
that definitely what. But I think it's like I think it's a combination of his lyrics too. I think his lyrics are what makes him great also.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know. My favorite songs by Roddy Ricch aren't like really like his most lyrical. Except for every season kind of tells a story. So does Down Below, but I don't know. I see your point, but I just don't think like that's what people like really think of when they think of Roddy Ricch. Personally.
Yeah, but he definitely had a great year though overall. Like he had a great fucking.
Yeah, he was
freshman
the
year.
XXL freshman. Salute. Yeah, that's not. He was arguably the best one on it. I mean,
Yeah, but definitely the
Besides
baby
DaBaby.
is the freshman that we're gonna nominate.
Yep. Shout out to DaBaby for Rookie of the Year. So then we're going to go ahead and cycle into R&B Album of the Year. And that's going to... The nominees are Free Spirit by Khalid, Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox, Playing Games by Summer Walker, Ventura by Anderson .Paak, and Wow That's Crazy by Wale. All super phenomenal for real. Like, they're all insanely good. I'm giving my vote to Summer Walker. I thought she touched on a few things. You know, I mean, it was, of course, it was like very sexual and like, but she also brings a few things to light that I thought were cool. And Wale's did the same thing, but I liked the overall sound, and just like, yeah, I would just leave it at that. The overall sound of Summer Walker's more.
I'm going with Summer Walker too. I was listening to her music. Her music made me not want to cheat on my girlfriend anymore. So I think that's a very strong part about the.
Probably should keep listening.
What?
Probably should keep listening.
Why did I keep listening?
I said you probably should keep listening.
Oh yeah, I am.
He did. I did.
But yeah, it was a good album
Maybe
overall.
not
I'm going
cheat.
with Summer Walker, for sure.
Yeah, I think Summer Walker had a really good album. She like, I think like, the respect and like the ratings on her album were like amazing too. Like she got great feedback on this album. Like
And it sold really
people,
well.
yeah, people like fucking loved it. Like not
Yeah.
even just like liked it. People were like literally calling this like one of the best R&B albums in the past like 5 years.
The girls are eating that shit up.
Yeah, so
It's
shout out to
fire.
Summer Walker. Hopefully her next album is even better.
Yeah, hopefully she gets through her mental health. And
Yeah,
keeps doing what she's
she's
doing.
it deals with a lot of anxiety, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know too much on that person. I don't want to like come and say this shit about her, but do y'all? Is she going through a lot of mental health
Well,
issues?
she announced something like last week
Oh,
that she was kind of struggling with that, and that she canceled her tour,
it sucks so much for an artist. Like
or is wrapping up her tour.
it sucks so much for an artist because like you think about it, like they really like their last resort is that they want to cancel a whole tour just so they can like mentally feel better. Like you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
never want to do that shit. That is probably like the last resort for them every time.
But she's so
Probably.
talented. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she's so awesome, and she's built such a great fan base like off the jump.
Yeah.
But you know, Anderson .Paak's album Ventura was super sick. So was Shea Butter Baby, Ari Lennox, November in Dreamville. Like that shit is dope. Like, salute to shout out to Kalani too. Kalani didn't make the cut, but that joint cracks. Oh my god, that is one of my personal favorite of the year. And Khalid, I mean Khalid's stream
Khalid was probably
numbers-
number 2 like on like overall liking as an R&B album because like he has just like so many streams. I didn't even know that shit until you showed me, but like he
It's a
literally is
lot.
like the second most streamed artist in the world.
I know.
Or, like, top
It's
4 or some
insane. Like his fan base is
He's
like
so
super
young.
international,
That's
and I
so
think there's
deep.
a great album for. A great argument for his album as well. Like that shit. Talk about like a cohesive, like excellent project, like good transitions, like, and that's more like a rap like fan perspective. But like again, like the singing on it and the what he had to sing about was like phenomenal too. Like they were all honestly great, but I'm
I think we're gonna stick with Summer Walker, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely sticking with.
They
Summer
were definitely
Walker.
great nominations. So
Absolutely. So, yeah, so we have 2 more topics left. And one of them is who ran 2019? And the nominees are NBA YoungBoy, Drake, J. Cole, Young Thug, and DaBaby.
DaBaby.
Ooh, Rookie of the Year, and he ran 2019?
I picked
He
DaBaby
did,
too.
though, bruh.
Oh, wow.
But,
Y'all
I mean,
both are picking him out the
It
back.
could easily be Young Thug.
He has so many like social media antics.
Talking about
just-
DaBaby?
Yeah, overall good marketing strategy, stage presence, everything he did, like it'll get talked about like the next day type. So
And fucking great music.
oh, of course, yes. I wasn't even gonna name that. I'm saying like who ran 2019,
Like he
yeah.
was just like every song he released like just bumped and everyone fucked with it and just like it literally was just that simple. It literally like Young Thug had an amazing year and like there's even an argument to make that Young Thug is more popular now than he was at his like fucking like couple years ago. Like he's just getting better. Literally and his label is just growing more. Like he's the CEO of that shit. Like everything's going so well for him right now. But I think DaBaby like he was literally just a leader of this year and like he changed. Like he was insane.
Mm-hmm. Now, like, watch how many people are gonna get like the Jabberwockies to come out on their music video set. Like, he just brought a whole plateau of new antics for the rap game.
And the Bop music video was crazy.
That shit
Right.
cracks.
Some shit.
That shit cracks.
What about
yeah.
you? What are you going with?
You know, I'm honestly gonna go with DaBaby too. Like, as you touched on, he was viral at literally every moment. Like, if I wake up, chill a little bit, and I go on Instagram, I'm seeing something about DaBaby almost every day.
It's gonna be
Almost every day.
crazy seeing 6ix9ine and DaBaby go at it on the internet.
Oh wow!
Like
You know, I think they should do a song.
that song would
And-
probably go crazy.
And
Like,
DaBaby would kill that shit like always.
I don't know, bro. He
It
said
should
he
be a
never worked with him.
6ix9ine song featuring DaBaby.
DaBaby would just turn off all the fucking beats that 6ix9ine used the whole time. He's like, we're gonna go back to my old beat, the one I've been using. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I have this one beat I use for every
It's
song.
gonna have a beat switch.
He's like, I have this one beat I use for every song. I'm just gonna email the file.
Yeah,
It's gonna have a little beat switch.
but all three of us going to Baby, so
I think it's
Yeah.
no argument.
Yeah, you know, I like music aside, like as you said, like he was just everywhere, bro. Like,
This was one of
and his music was fire too. And you know, I mean, if Drake dropped, there might have been a case for Drake.
I don't know, but
I
Drake's
think-
not going viral.
I think this was like one of Drake's like
Ah.
worst years, and like, don't you think like
Oh, it was just humble.
I think
He was
like
chilling.
out of all the other years, like how big he's been, like you know, like this year he released like not that great of an album, like a lot of people feel that way, and like he didn't like do a lot of big things like on social media and everything, but
What do you
like
mean a lot of people feel that way?
like a lot of like
He just didn't drop an album this year.
oh yeah, Scorpion came out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, you're straight.
Yeah, but even like then, like I'm just saying, like
I think he's getting just
Yeah.
old. He's on his like.
No,
he's on his like. He's
he's just hitting.
He literally re-released music and it went number one both
Yeah.
times. Like, well, actually no, So Far Gone didn't go number one, but he re-released So Far Gone,
Oh yeah, that he did release.
and then
that.
he also released Care Package, like in the summer. Like, that is insane. Like that they would both like chart. Like he literally just re-released it.
I think he knows his place in the industry. Like he knows
He's definitely not done making
Oh,
music.
well, he's
now.
very solidied.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
I think it was just a humble year, and I think we might see something from him in this
He was
spring.
focusing on the females this year, right?
I don't even want to talk about all that, man. The whole like Kylie Jenner thing, like I don't even know.
Billie Eilish.
Wait, what?
Remember that? He was hitting up Billie Eilish, bro.
Is it? Is Eilish? Yo, why? It's only when Pedro's here. You don't slip when he's not here, bro. Like, did he make you
Yeah.
nervous?
Next.
We're just
Billie
talking-
Eilish, bro.
We're stalking you.
Can we get an honorable mention for best performer of 2019?
Best performer of 2019.
I'm gonna throw in DaBaby, Travis Scott. Who else? I could say Uzi, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. I know you got Travis Scott.
You have. I think
Ryan.
Travis Scott won. Like
Like
he just
what you
he's
just
like
said his
reimagining
name.
concerts.
Yeah.
Like literally like reimagining. The whole Astroworld Fest is like just like a whole like amazing thing what he did with that overall. Like
Did y'all see what Jaden Smith did
No.
at Coachella when he had the flying car?
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
I did see that ASAP Rocky is Sweden joint.
Yeah.
When was that? When did that
Yeah.
concert happen?
I reposted that on my story. What, the ASAP Rocky one?
It's supposed to
It
happen.
was like last week or like a few days ago.
Yeah, because he
like,
posted on his
just
Instagram.
happened.
He's like, I'm performing in Stockholm, and like obviously it's a big deal because he got arrested there.
Yeah.
But like I thought that was happening like a week. I didn't know if that like it actually
Yeah.
already happened.
Oh, it already
Was
happened.
it sold out stadium
Did you not see the video?
of the performance?
Yeah.
No.
That joint was
Bro,
crazy.
he
had the-
literally performed in a cage. Like they brought a cage out, and he was just like going ham
Why?
in it.
So he couldn't die. Was it like for like security
No,
reasons?
bro, it's like
For the-
it's because
because of
no,
the
it's because
song.
he got locked up.
Okay, okay.
It's
I
'cause
didn't
he got
know.
locked
I didn't
up.
know if it was like for that or like for the like security reasons. Because like honestly, bro, there are like probably a lot of like security threats like toward him. And,
Nah,
like,
bro, like nah, it's not like that at all. It was just
You don't think so?
No, it was just like it was just so like
That's
he could.
tough.
It was like a metaphor, like not a metaphor, but it was.
It
Why would
literally
you-
made Stockholm V-Lone like a set.
Why would you want to?
That
the
joint was,
V-Lone Thugs in Stockholm now.
that joint was clean.
Why would
Yeah.
you want to like think about like
That shit was
there's
clean.
so many people there and you can't like you're literally stuck in a fucking box.
No, I mean he came out too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was just
okay.
for part of it.
I
It
was
only
like,
for a
dude,
few
what is
songs.
going on? Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
you gotta
Kanye.
see the video.
Yeah,
There-
I gotta see
He
it.
also had like a flamethrower too.
it was like a whole
Like,
show.
Yeah,
okay.
it was a whole show.
Okay.
Like he had a flamethrower and he was like
The crowd was
sitting
lit?
at the stage. The crowd was going dummy, bro. He had like 20 bras on the fucking like that. Joyce were just tossing out their
Oh,
bras.
like, what
too.
part-
He was holding like 15 or 20.
What
of
was
them.
like the last like
It's crazy.
music he's like released? Other than-
Testing.
do you think is that like what?
Well,
he's
that was the last album, but he
Is that
dropped
what he's
he
like
dropped
performing at
Babushka Boy.
concerts? Yeah. Other than that.
No, I mean, I think I heard. In the video, I think I heard Flacco Jody.
He plays like OGs,
Or
like
Pretty Flacco.
like he plays what people want
Oh.
to hear, or does he play like testing? Like that's what I'm asking.
He
'cause,
plays
like,
a little bit of both.
Okay.
He probably plays Praise the Lord from Testing and a few other songs on that, but he also still plays like LSD.
Peso, like all those like.
Yeah.
I don't think he probably plays LSD that much.
Well, I mean,
Does he?
I heard it in the video. So.
He plays that shit at concerts, really? That's like a quiet song. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think he'd be playing that at concerts.
I think he played it.
I think he does.
I mean, I would love to hear that
Unless
shit
I'm
live.
tripping, but I only listened to it like briefly, but I'm pretty sure I heard
Probably
it.
were tripping to LSD.
Oh wow, okay.
You let it happen.
Let's get on to the last
Yeah,
one.
on to the last
Yeah, the
one.
last one.
It is the best track of the year. So we're just going across all hip hop like
Sheesh.
genres, R&B too. What is the best track of the year? The nominees are Middle Child by J. Cole, Hot by Young Thug featuring Gunna, and let's just go ahead and put the Travis Scott remix in there. Suge by DaBaby, No Guidance by Chris Brown featuring Drake, and Old Town Road by Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray
I'm
Cyrus.
gonna throw honorable mention into there. Under the Sun by Dreamville
Good call.
has to be recognized.
There's a lot of tracks that could have gone
Down
here
Bad
from the
too. Yeah, there's a
Dreamville
lot.
album.
But these are like, yeah, we're just gonna like make sure like people understand like these are not like our like favorite top 5 songs. These are
No.
not like these are just like overall like the biggest 5 songs like from lyrics and like overall just popular like overall.
It was like
Yeah.
It was like we're picking like the most popular like viral tracks.
Yeah, but not like our top 5 favorite. 'cause,
no.
like,
These are my
that's-
favorite.
yeah.
I like all of them.
Yeah, I
but-
do too.
Yeah, I really like all of them. But
As annoying as it was, I mean, like, not annoying, but congrats to him. Old Town Rose has definitely ran it up. That's the song of 2019.
might just have to give it to it honestly.
But it's like that was like so like I feel like it's Hot, bro. Hot was like so insane. Like that
Dude, that
song
shit
was
is
If it didn't come out
actually
so
crazy.
recently, like, as we could see what it
But
does.
Hot was, but it's like the same thing. Like Old Town Road was like only like, I mean, I don't even know if it was ever fucking relevant. But like that shit was only relevant for like the beginning of the year. Like you know what I mean? Like it was only like
It
how long
was-
was it the top of the? I mean, I know it set the
it
record.
was at number 1 for 19 weeks.
Was
That's
that when
OC.
when did the song drop? Do you know what month?
Shit, I honestly don't
Was it like
know.
March or was
I
it
know
earlier?
it.
It was
I
like-
know it blew.
yeah, it was
I don't
around
even know when
March.
it dropped, but I know it blew up in like early
Well,
spring
from August
or late winter.
from August to now and forever. Like it's a ... Hot will be insane and like that we cannot forget about that.
I was going to
It-
say Hot. But
Like Hot-
Hot, personal
yeah.
favorite, statistic-wise, Old Town
Yeah,
Road.
definitely. I feel like that's a point. Yeah.
I actually completely agree with you guys, and I'd like to shout out Middle Child too. That shit had a great like. It was a dope concept, like you
That
know,
was a
because
good
he's
song.
talking about like the older generation and the younger generation, how he like meets in the middle because he fucks with both of them, and it's like hard because so like there's a lot of disparity between the two. So I thought Middle Child was super dope, but Suge was a banger too, and No Guidance was a vibe for real.
Shout out to that song with J. Cole and 21 Savage too. A lot? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
2019?
That was 2018 though.
Fuck,
Cause
bro.
well, no.
I really
bro,
thought
it
that
was.
I was
It was
thinking
the
about that.
last drop. It was the last drop of 2018.
I think the music video might have came out this year.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and that's like, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
remember when the music video came out, but I know that it dropped on December 18th.
So you're gonna pick Old Town Road too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Statistic wise, Hot. My favorite is Gunna's. Hot. I don't know why I said Gunna's. Young Thugs featuring Gunna. Bro, Travis Scott came in, killed that shit too, bro. Man, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's another thing we have to talk about. Like the fact that like Travis comes on it and just like fucking murders it, and it's just as good as it was before. Like it didn't get any worse.
It
It's
was
like
insane.
the song is literally just like a masterpiece. Like it's a masterpiece itself, and like that shit has to be given credit.
Bro, I swear, I don't know if I said it on the show. I don't remember. I might have to go back and look through our episodes, but I swear I literally said, or at least thought to myself, that Travis Scott would be perfect on this song and that he should have been on it.
And
And
I
then,
don't
and
know
then
if you did.
before the remix came out, before the remix was a thing.
I forget, but you might have.
I don't know. I don't think I did, but I know I said it around other people. Man, I was fucking like, I was so
Crazy.
pumped when that shit came out.
It's been a crazy year, though, in the hip-hop game.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, it's going to be even crazier. Get even crazier.
What do we expect from 2020? I think everyone's
Oh
gonna
my
go crazy.
god.
'cause
2020,
everyone's
we're
gonna take
finally
over.
expecting an Uzi and Cardi album. Those are the only things that matter, first of all.
Turn
Right.
on take. Turn on
Yeah,
take.
Turn on Take,
Turn
Whole
on
Lot of
Take's
Red
coming.
has to come out.
It was all
I'm
coming.
hoping for another. Maybe we could get another Kendrick album.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be really nice. Yeah. I don't even honestly. We're probably gonna get another Travis album. It's been 2 years now since Astroworld.
We're probably gonna get Jack Boys.
Yeah. Well, Jack Boys just took out this year, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to. Though.
But it's like the whole point was like that he's gonna drop like an album this year that was like a collaborative. It was,
I mean, if he surprise drops, that'd be cool.
oh, I thought that was like the whole point was coming out this year.
Has he set a release date? Did I miss that?
Nah.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, I hope, like, being a big Travis fan, like, y'all probably hope the same thing. I hope that Jack Boys is not all we're getting, because that's gonna be a disappointment.
Nah.
Because I'm not trying to get only. I won't give a fuck about that. I want his solo album. His solo albums is when he like really just like creates art.
Yeah.
Jack
like-
Boys will be hard, but I bet
Yeah.
you the only song that's like only Travis Scott song on that will be "Highest in the Room" though.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, "Highest in the Room" is definitely a single for that.
Yeah, but like, what else are y'all expecting 2019? Yeah, for me, like, the biggest three things. Well, not even like the biggest three things, but like, I want a Kendrick, Cardi, and Uzi album. Like, those need to happen, and then a Travis album.
I agree.
Like, that would be really nice. But like, bro, like, I know I said this before, but like, Cardi really needs to drop next year, dude. And like, Uzi will. Like, I know it's gonna happen at this point because like he's put the tag, and like, if he doesn't, like, fuck him. Like, honestly,
it
you
is
feel the
coming.
same way. Like, if he
It's
honestly
coming.
doesn't drop that shit, like, fuck him.
Or
But, like, so yeah, like, did y'all hear about the thing about Cardi and Iggy Azalea having a kid?
Yeah, no, that's just wild.
That shit is so crazy. That makes a lot of sense of why the album hasn't came out, because I guess like it's just an interesting way of looking at it, because like if he drops the album like when the kid is out, then like he's gonna be so busy in like those first months. You know what I mean? Like it would be smart for him to drop the album now. Then like when the baby is like out, like you can be a little bit more like more done with like your
But
tour
he's
and
gonna-
like be like a little bit more like home.
If he has to drop it like now,
That's what he
then
has
has
to.
to tour like right away.
But he's had that option. He dropped all those fucking like photos on Instagram teasing our hearts, and
He's
like then he
been
just
chilling.
didn't do that shit.
He's been chilling.
And supposedly the baby has been there for like 5 months. Like
Yeah.
it is about to pop.
Well, I mean, in 4 months.
But like it's like not like what I mean isn't like it's not like a recent like pregnancy
I'm
like
sorry,
thing.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I mean, you just
crazy.
recently found out about it.
Who would have thought, man? Like Iggy Azalea and Cardi. She's bad as shit though.
Bro, actually, I'm not even gonna talk about that. Never mind, forget it.
It's just like it's
What
like
are we gonna
so
talk
crazy
about?
that they're together though.
The contract situation with Iggy.
The conversations that like they have with each other are just like he's just like walks in the bedroom just like speaking hieroglyphics the whole time. It's just like what the fuck are you? And then his baby's about to come out. He's about to
like-
speak Cardanese like
come on,
fucking.
be like, you ain't douche me.
I mean,
I
Yeah,
envision
that's
like
me.
that little thing from the Wild Thornberries.
Joe. He's like I didn't eat my apples. He ain't know me.
No, what are you talking about the Thornberries, bro?
No, I'm saying that's what it's
the
gonna look like.
little,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, what's that little small little thing with the short pants and the dreadlocks that always walk around like talking weird?
I know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Yeah.
The crazy dude. The crazy
Hitting that
dude.
bit with the fat. You ain't douche me. The
No,
baby
but, like,
voice,
that baby's
"I
gonna-
am a slut."
Dude, Cardi's baby is like, you know, I remember you were talking about a
There's
couple.
gonna be so
I remember
many
you were talking
jokes
about
about that.
I remember you talking about a couple podcasts ago. You were like, bro, I'm so excited to see like Beyonce's kid and like all these like Kanye's kids like grow up, and like Cardi's kid,
kid?
bro. When Cardi's kid drops his first tape, that shit's gonna be insane.
Yo, how do you
He'll
say
be like 38 years old.
How do
be
you say
lit.
X's kid's name? Is it
Could not tell you.
or something?
Could not tell you,
Gekumi?
bro.
Yeah, yo,
you see X's kid
I'm
was
waiting
at
for
the-
that Cardi kid and Gekumi collab.
Did you see that X's kid was at the at like the Ski Mask concert?
I ain't know.
Yeah.
No, I saw. It.
I ain't know
I
shit.
ain't know. Shit. No, I saw.
That shit he probably lit as fuck. Kid was like, what the hell's going on?
He
right
had
now?
like he had like some like soundproof headphones. He was
He has
popping his head though.
soundproof headphones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so your ears didn't break.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you could still hear it at that like
Yeah.
backstage at the concert. Like almost a lot of people were wearing headphones back there, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
the
that
The
loud?
artists are.
Oh yeah, because they gotta have
Yeah.
their ears good. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But us regular folk, we deaf.
Yeah, we be getting deaf as shit.
What?
I was pretty close to the speakers when I went to Astroworld, man. That shit blew me, bro. I mean, not. I mean, it was awesome, but like it blew out my ears. Like, it
How
blew
many
me.
albums do you think the baby will drop next year?
One.
Just one.
Yeah.
I hope
One.
it's two, but we could get one amazing.
I don't want him
one.
to oversaturate.
But the thing is, you say
needs to
this
chill.
and it always is fire. Like it's always the thing is, Joe, is like you're like, oh bro, like I'm just so done. Like bro, the next album's gonna be the same
I never
beat.
said I was done.
No, what I mean is like you're saying it like I just don't want him to oversaturate the same beat, the same voice. But he's
Yeah.
gonna do it either way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like either way of like he could drop one album next year or 3 albums. They're
Bro,
all gonna be the same beat.
I ate up the baby all 2019. I hope for his
Pause.
sake, like he could. Bro, I literally was going like this, like fuck out of here. He said pause.
He said I ate out the baby.
We support everyone's choices on the Clout Talk podcast.
You're done. Like
But
you're
I
done for saying
haven't
that.
made that choice though.
Hold
Um,
up. week.
God, y'all are so annoying. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was saying, like, we got fed. Like, the baby fed us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yep.
ate. We ate for sure. You're so immature. But, like, I'm waiting on Uzi and, like, Cardi, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind Cardi B dropping. I wouldn't mind Culture 3. Definitely Kendrick.
Literally,
though.
what did you just say?
Oh, and Cole is dropping in January.
It should have never been Culture 2 in the fucking first place.
Nah, Culture 3, bro. They're going to bring it back. They're going to make it hot again.
I swear to God, I'm not going to listen to that single song off that shit.
Nah, it's going to be fire.
It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be good. They're going to go back to it. It has an Uzi feature on it, according to Offset.
For real?
Or it was Quavo. One of them tweeted it like a while ago.
You're telling me right now that Uzi already has a feature on Culture 3 when his own album hasn't came out?
Brian, you know these
No, it's
albums
like
don't get
for real?
recorded in like 2 days. Bro, yes, they tweet.
Like they're
literally
actually like
tweeted it.
officially working on
They
Culture 3
said
now.
they said we're working with Uzi. They said that shit.
What if that'd be hype? What if the whole thing was with Uzi?
The whole if it was just a collab tape with Uzi.
Migos and Uzi, like the whole that would be. Crazy.
I'd rather have Eternal Take and Culture 3 with the Uzi feature.
Oh,
but
another
that shit
thing.
would be hot.
I would love like another like Gunna and Lil
Hopefully.
Baby collab album next year. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But I would rather have a Gunna like his own album. But like I think that'd be really cool if we got another one of those. Don't you?
I'm kind of off that for real.
I mean, I just
They
think
got a
it'd be
few
cool.
songs, but they've done a lot together.
They haven't. I mean, I don't think it'd be like the craziest.
I kind
just
of want
think
them
it'd
to
be
work
cool.
with other people.
Their last tape, they didn't even try. Like
They didn't. A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
You said that on one of the podcasts before. Like
Yeah.
they did not have a lot of effort.
If
into
they
that.
really tried, like
It would
they
be
could
crazy.
make bangers. Like
That's the thing. Like you're really right, bro. Like Lil Baby, when he wants to, he can release like groundbreaking music, bro. Like just shit that just like fucking drip too hard. Like that shit is literally insane. That song that was 2018, right?
Trip Too Hard, yeah.
Because I was gonna say like why was that not nominated? But like that song
It was
was like
August.
yeah. That song was like literally insane. Like that song was like everyone fucked with that song and the lyrics were ridiculous on it. So my point is like when Lil Baby
Trip
wants
Harder
to,
was a fun tape too.
yeah. It was.
imagine a Lil Baby Gunna album just produced by Weezy.
Ooh.
That should be tough.
It would.
Would you rather have Weezy or Metro?
I think with them, I'd
Sheesh.
rather have Wheezy.
Nah, I'd rather have Metro. Man. That
Sheesh.
shit was
I don't know.
stupid.
They go stupid on both, bro.
Probably have
Yeah.
Pierre over all of them.
Not for them.
Pierre and Uzi and
I
Cardi.
mean, for them,
Yeah, if it was, if
For-
they, if 1629 ever came out, then I'd love a lot of PR production on that. But that should be dope.
that's just never coming out.
No, it's not. It's not gonna come out. I mean, a lot of it leaked, so whatever. But that's a wrap that we have for today. Today's episode.
For season 1.
That's actually right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
a
have
wrap
our
for
next.
season 1.
We're gonna have the next episode in January.
Yep.
We might have a change in scenery.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes with that.
I'm gonna have more interactions, more engagement, more prizes, a lot more new stuff.
This is not the
coming
end
out.
at all.
This was season 1.
This is literally like.
This is not the end at all.
This is not like we're saying in season 1 you'll never see us. This
Yo,
is literally like a
I
2-week
heard. I
break.
heard Brian's getting fired.
Yes.
No,
I heard Brian was getting fired too.
no.
mistakes.
We'll have
We're
like
solidified.
a escort come in.
Solidified for sure.
Yes.
Gang.
How I'm
VCs.
weak. Yeah, get BC security here. But signing out for the three of us,
Yeah.
man. Thanks for enjoying season 1. If you haven't listened to our prior episodes, go back and watch them, man. They're pretty funny.
Merry
But,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Great award show. We'll see y'all in like 2 weeks.
Merry Christmas, yeah. Deuces. Tune in season 2.